Good morning everyone, welcome back to the Crafty Cupboard. My name's Leanne and today I'm working on this piece. It's called My Garden Embroideries and it's little stitcheries in hexagons. I'm nearly done and I can't wait to cut them up and to start stitching them with other hexes. I'm going to do a circle of plain and a circle of floral, and then we'll see how big each piece is and how many I have and what I'd like to do with them. This was a gift from a friend last year actually when I had surgery, and gosh, it's been a lovely thing to pull out and stitch from time to time. It was certainly lovely to, when I felt well enough to have this to look forward to doing. And so what I decided to do with it was to sew on, I keep threading one thread only, to use the iron-on hexagons that can stay in a piece, because this is a very thin fabric. You do need to stabilize it to have your embroideries sit nicely. First learnt to do English paper piecing this way from Helen at Hugs and Kisses at a craft show. We did little clamshell pouch, beautiful. And I seem to enjoy this process more than other ways of working English paper piecing. So you just iron the pieces on, tack down the edges with sew line glue pen, and then you're ready to stitch your pieces together. So I was gifted some beautiful fabrics along with this piece by my lovely friend. Some lovely, gorgeous florals, quite bright colours, so I'm using quite bright threads to do the stitcheries. Life has been going at a frantic pace for me lately, and I have lost my balance and haven't been carving out enough time for me. So it's really good to get back to needle and thread. As I work with the beautiful colours and focus on the movement of my hands, I find my breathing starts to slow and become more deep. Are you guilty of being a shallow breather? Important to pause, isn't it? Take in that big breath. So what I tend to do with this is just whatever thread is in my needle, I skip about the pieces and use that piece of thread up. I have selected some lovely colours and popped them here to use, but what I am doing where I can is using up my orts. Now on the example, I think this was stitched right across in one stitch, but I feel like that's a bit big, so I'm going to do it in two, which is still quite long stitches. What fun to have everything drawn out for you and you just sit down and pick up some thread and away you go. I love this. This is the packaging it came in, by the way. If you're looking for something like this to do, and see how on they're forming the centerpiece of the hexagons. I'm going to do plain in the first ring and then the floral in the outer. I picked up some lovely plain fabrics from the Maker's Stash quite a while ago now. They've been sitting here waiting patiently. Well, we've had quite a few changes going on in our home since our beloved cat passed. We were waiting to update furniture and decided that we would not do that until after he was no longer with us, and so we've gotten rugs in some of our rooms. Our carpets are quite threadbare and we don't quite have the funds to do the carpets yet, because also, you know, with homes you feel like there's a better order to do things as well. So our kitchen and bathrooms probably require updating, and I figured that should happen first before things like soft carpets go down. I feel like the carpets would need to go in last. So yeah, I've never really been a rug person, but we bought some rugs and I'm hooked. I've got to tell you, I love them. It's so lovely to break up the room and have something lovely and soft underfoot. Yes, so we've got new lounge setting and TV unit in our lounge room, and I think I told you a while ago now, this table that I work on in the craft room is a table that can move up and down. So good. It is the best. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you, so good. It's you know, so I can sit down and embroider like this, and then I can stand up for ironing fabrics, cutting out patchwork fabrics, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's been a great investment. Very, very happy. We have a front lounge room as well, which has been empty of furniture except for my daughter's piano and my desk. And I purchased a craft chair for this room, a soft chair to sit in. And we discovered the chair I got's a bit big actually. It dominates this space and it looks much better in the front room. So that's there. So I'm still on the lookout for a lovely chair for me to sit in here. And a dining table. My first ever purchase of a new dining table. We had an outdoor furniture setting that we used for many, many years until now. And in here in my craft room, I had our dining table that was second hand when we got it 30 years ago. And it was not solid timber, it was a laminate chipboard underneath. And the laminate was starting to come off and snag everything, snag all our clothing. And so it's been lovely to give our home this refresh. We love being in all the spaces. It's a new real breath of fresh air. Yeah, so much of the furniture we had was 30 years old or way older, because it was secondhand when we got it 30 years ago. That sounds weird. That can't be true. Something purchased by us together 30 years ago. Oh my goodness. I don't know where all those years went. I've just been basically doing mixtures of French knots, lazy daisy stitches and straight stitches, back stitches on these. Except for those ones, I did the wound spiderweb rose technique. I always forget what things are properly called. Is it a spiderweb rose or a woven rose or something? I really love when you do little pieces like this too, that you can try out different colour schemes that you may not normally pick and find, oh, I really like that combination. Like today, my favourite combination of these colours. I'm really loving that mix. Isn't it nice when you've been gifted things? This was a gift from the lovely Dawn, from Dawn's Art Room, on a retreat we met one another at. She made one of those for everyone. So lovely. Every time I use this pair of scissors, I remember Dawn and her smile and her kindness, and takes me back into the moment of that retreat and seeing everyone's different work and sharing stories and so much laughter. There is nothing like getting out amongst others in a retreat. It is so wonderful to learn in person, because you have the learning of the workshop, of course, but you also just find so much inspiration from everyone around you and their colours and their style, their stories. Can you help me, little friend? Because I'm struggling on my own to do this. Whoops. What I find frustrating is it's not a vision problem either. I feel very happy that my long sight vision has gone. That's a strange thing to say, isn't it? But I can still see very well close up. And I only need glasses to see things that are far away. So honestly, apart from driving, I don't bother putting my glasses on really. I can live with the fact that the world 10 meters away is a little soft lensed, shall we say? A little Hollywood glamour style focus. My mum was exactly the same. She, just like me, had to take her glasses off to see things in front of her, to read, to sew, to look at photos. People would always say, "Why are you taking your glasses off?" I guess it's more common to be far-sighted, is it? I'm not sure. Well, that's very sweet. Well, thank you so much for joining me as I'm stitching these little pretties, and I hope you've got something lovely to do today, something that fills up your tank. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So excited to share with you what will happen next time you see me. I'm up to cutting these lovelies out. They're all stitched. And I can't wait to get into all the hexes I've prepped and start stitching them together.